While people are begging for help and the state's unemployment benefit system continues to fail, the governor is passing the buck.
But if people really understood how in tatters this thing was.
Well, as he likes to point out, Governor DeSantis did not create this bad unemployment system. Former Governor Scott is the one who gave us the clunker.
The system just totally broke. It's not a good system.
But while Scott bought it, DeSantis has been driving this thing for more than a year. And by his own admission, he was unaware it was in tatters even weeks after the pandemic struck.
I actually said go to the website because they told me that was the way to do it.
It was Scott's creation, but now it's the DeSantis administration telling applicants who waited for weeks, then got denied, to apply again, to wait again, to get denied again, to wait again for a link to federal unemployment benefits the applicants say is not available. It's the DeSantis administration telling people it denied to view their determination while on the same line stating the determination is not available. It's the DeSantis administration that ignored warnings from state auditors about the broken unemployment system last year. It's the DeSantis team that released this guide to help us understand what to do, then forgot to remove the edit notes, questioning whether they even know what they're talking about. It's the DeSantis team that promoted this video to help people find benefits that so many of you say are not available, then took you to a video that's not available, then made their promotion for that video that's no longer available either, before then putting up a new one, which is a slideshow.
If you filed a claim prior to April 5th, 2020, and received a monetary determination of ineligible, you will need to reapply for state reemployment assistance.
It takes people back through the process of getting denied before April 5th and reapplying to wait to be denied again, to wait for a link to apply for federal benefits.
None of it makes any sense. It really does not make any sense.
And that brings us to the governor's playbook for dealing with failure.
The scapegoat.
You know, one of the things I was disappointed in DEO for, the DEO thought the website was good. The DEO previously, they just didn't get it done. But DEO told me we don't need as many call centers because you can just direct people to the website.
Now, when he says the DEO, he's referring to his own administration. He's telling you the online unemployment system was clearly in tatters, but the people he picked to manage it thought it was good, even after it melted down in March.
Yeah, I was also told 2 weeks ago that the online was the way to go, and obviously it wasn't ready.
And in addition to misinforming him, he also says his administration moved too slow, in a series of criticisms you don't often hear a governor level at his own team.
They did not test it. They did not beta test it. We need more call centers. We need more people. And they were like, well, it's going to take 3 weeks to train people. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
He also said the reason that he ignored the audit last year warning of hundreds of problems with the unemployment system is that one of his top managers never told him about it.
Well, that's a question for Ken Lawson. That was a report to Lawson. It was never anything that reached my desk.
Here's Ken Lawson taking ownership of the meltdown.
I'll accept the blame, and I own this.
And now here's his boss passing the buck and throwing him under the bus.
But it was not something that ever reached my desk.
So you're telling us that Lawson never asked for extra help to fix a broken system after the auditors found hundreds of problems with it?
Actually, I remember Lawson coming and telling me they had too many people.
Well, Truman said the buck stops here because leaders from government to business to sports usually take ownership of the process and take responsibility for it, for better or worse.
If you know anything about me, for 28 years, I don't throw my players under the bus.
But when things go bad, we now know Governor DeSantis takes a different path that's maybe one part Hillary Clinton.
My campaign has said that they could have been faster, and I agree with that.
And maybe even a touch of Reggie Miller.
I never should have threw the ball to Kevin Ollie, even though he had an open shot, the one he airballed, and I never should have gave the ball to Jermaine O'Neal.
Well, DeSantis spent his first year in the job as one of the most popular governors in America. He combined fiscal restraint with a commitment to the environment that drew praise across the aisle. But voters ultimately judge their leaders by how they deal with crisis. And DeSantis is being tested and graded as we speak. He should know voters are generally not interested in pointing fingers, especially in times of crisis. They just want results.